All right, here we go with the 2005 2 months in podcast. I think one of the cool things um, about having the league segmented into 3 weeks fine schedule is that we can kind of just look at how things are going after each of these weeks in the regular season. We're not going to commit to a 4 or 5 hour podcast like we've done for the preseason, but we figured we'd do a quick kind of just preview of what's happening and maybe where we're going to go in the next week. So here with Chris, Spokane Sasquatch's Chris, who's joining me as well.
Hey guys, what's going on, Paul? What's
Yeah.
what?
So
How we starting this off?
Well, yeah, I think we're just gonna, the goal of this podcast is not to again be a marathon, but we're just gonna maybe commit 7 to 8 minutes to each division, and just talk about what's happening, what's been a surprise so far, what's been expected, I guess, and who the kind of the impact players are so far this season.
All right, I like it.
Um,
I won't fall
yeah, very
asleep
cool.
on this one, huh?
I know. Yeah, hopefully not. Um, we definitely started to drain towards the end of the last podcast, and the Topaz will get a little more love in this one because they've been fantastic so far, right? Surprise
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the playoff.
I guess we were sleeping when we were
We were
going
sleeping on
over
the
them.
literally and figuratively.
So,
Yeah. So looking at the Ruby division, though, we're both from the Ruby, so let's start there. We can um, be biased here since we're doing a shorter thing, and I'll start the timer. And yeah, let's take a look at San Diego. Looks like they've they've wrapped up the division at this point. They had a really good team last year. I think the best record in baseball. And so far this year, 8 game lead on second place. And it's not just that San Diego's been good. The rest of the division's been a dumpster fire, right?
yeah, I'd agree. Uh, Underperforming, I would say.
For sure. You had mentioned something about just struggling against the Topaz this year
Just
in your
struggling.
series.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
struggling. I can't beat them.
I mean, I did the math. Like every team struggled, with the exception of San Diego. Every team has a negative record against the Topaz if they're from the Ruby. So, um, yeah, we've been dominated completely by the other division, and it's created some pretty wacky results. We're on 8 games under 500, and I'm 3 games back from a playoff spot, so I'm still in it, which is kind of cool. We all kind of picked to be set. We all picked San Diego to be first or second in the division. Who
Yeah,
picked him second? You picked him second. You
nobody.
picked yourself. You picked yourself first,
Did
if you
I?
recall. You
Oh
did.
yeah,
Yep.
I was just being all high and mighty.
Well, we all picked you second, so it wasn't that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that far off. I'm
Um,
definitely underperforming, I would say.
I don't think you're catching Alex. That's for
Oh
sure.
God, no,
And
no,
I
I
do
don't
think
think
you're
so.
underperforming as well. I think we said Phoenix, Spokane, and Golden State were all going to be 2, 3, 4, and they are. But I think the record is surprising.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, let's look at Alex's team, like who's done really well for them.
Yeah, I was in there for a little bit, but yeah, Alex, Craig Robinette, killing it as per usual.
Yeah, it's having a nice.
He's having a
Hold on.
nice beginning
Screen
of the season. So
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I mean his whole team's just really good
his
for the most part.
his pitching lineup is just all killing it.
Insane. Yeah.
Insane, insane.
First in runs against, first in starters ERA, yeah, first
Just gotta
in
get to that.
FIP.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
it's
nasty. His
nasty.
offense is above average, not the best in the league, but above average, and the best pitching in the league is just super good. Craig Robinette is so good, 1.18 ERA. What the
Yeah.
fuck,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I feel like the pitching numbers are like really skewed in our league right now. Like the ERAs are definitely go so low. Like look at those ERAs.
Yeah, because he has
I just mean
1.18.
yeah, in the standings overall, like
Yeah.
like you can have a good pitching staff and be like ninth and
Yeah. But he San Diego does have two of the top two in the earned run average department, and topping the wins, and top two or two and three in pitching war. So
yeah. Yeah, pull up the expanded standings real quick of this division. Just want to see. I like looking at like splits.
And we're all the way to the bottom.
San Diego's 19-8 on the road, so they're like legit, right? Because I mean they've played more road games than home games.
They're just going to party when they go out of town, I guess, huh?
I wouldn't be surprised if they won the division by like 15 or 16 games this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and looking at everybody else, I mean, it's kind of what you expect,
Yeah.
not what you expect, but like not great road records in that sense.
What gets me too is I see like one-run games. Like he's 9-10. He's not great, but he's at least 500. Phoenix is 4-8. So
Yeah, you're 4-11. That's
I'm
great.
4-11. That's whew. There's a 7-14 down there with
Sounds like you have some
San
bullpen issues.
Antonio. I guess I have some bullpen issues, I guess, huh?
Let's look at some other teams real quick. Let's look at like Phoenix. So Phoenix, Golden State, and Spokane are who we're expecting to compete here. And I mean, like who isn't doing well for them or who's carrying it? Like Fried and Barry are being great in the middle of the lineup as usual. Like 10 home runs 2 months in, that's
Barry,
fine.
312,
Yeah. His third baseman's not hitting 200. That's not great.
No.
His offense isn't great right now. What about Golden State? Golden State's really just been such a weird team to me for the years, but is Mike Wilson doing it? Mike Wilson's doing it. 300. Prejean's been really good. 60 of 80 still by my scout, I think, or by OSA maybe.
OSA.
Yeah, 60 of 80 still. This is his third season. Guy strikes out a lot, but 12 home runs already. It's crazy. But look at that. He's got 4 guys hitting under 200. I feel like just the league skews to pitching so much right now.
Yeah. It's difficult. Difficult to read.
Yep. And then, we kind of expected San Antonio, Vancouver and myself, Oahu, to be pretty bad. I went on a cute little 8-game win streak. I pulled within a game of second place, and now I've lost 6 in a row. So, again, I don't.
Just want to skip my team at all cost, huh?
Well, we can look at your team. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think my team's underperforming.
Yeah, you're super underperforming. You have one of the best offenses in the league. It's your pitching. It sucks.
Yeah. And it's not really that it sucks. It's like middle of the pack.
Yeah, maybe it corrects itself. You have a lot of errors, but
yeah,
bad rating. I mean, again, I think you are it's your second place to lose, but we'll see if you turn it around. And I mean, we're at the 2-month point of the season, so there's 9 left. We're basically just under a third of the way through the season, so there's so much to be played still.
So much to be played. It is a marathon, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back to like your ways of being top dog and not really the race.
No, yeah, I'm not in it. I thought I was going to be last place this year. I'm not as bad as Vancouver. Vancouver's been really bad this year, and
but
they're
don't
bad
worry,
last
there's still
we
time.
thought Vancouver's going to be 6th. And San Antonio's been really bad too, and San Antonio got rid of one of their best pieces, right?
Yeah.
Like just happened.
Just barely.
Who did he trade for? Let's look at some of these pieces real quick. Got like 50 seconds left. Jonathan Hale. You want to check out Jonathan Hale? Jonathan Hale's a major leaguer that was traded in this deal. He's okay. He's a filler piece, right? Pino, I feel like is a top prospect. Is that right? Miguel Pino, shortstop. Pino. Miguel, there he is. Oh, okay, yeah, he's an international free agent signing. We bid on him years ago. He definitely was one of the top rated guys at the time. So looks like a couple other guys here, Bernhardt, Tejada, as well. We don't have to look at them all, but so anyways, he got a haul of picks. Amos is a really great player, so That is pretty much a determination by Bobby in San Antonio that he's going to be entering the rebuild cycle. I don't know. What do you think, Chris? Any other thoughts on your team or the division or anything else? Still there?
Am I there? Am I here?
Oh, yeah. You are.
Yeah, I think our team needs to our league needs to wake up here because we can't beat the Topaz. So what's going on here?
Yeah, no, I agree. It looks like it's going to be 4 teams from the Topaz division taking playoff spots because, like, I mean, if you look, the closest team to anybody in the wildcard race is like 5 games back, and that's the second place
Yeah,
Ruby team. So, like, I mean, obviously, super early, like we said, but
yeah.
someone is going to emerge. Someone is definitely going to emerge from this division. Probably going to be you. um,
Don't say that. Probably not gonna
but
be
we'll
me.
see.
The
We'll see, right?
firing,
To be
firing.
determined.
Yeah, it's
All right.
difficult
Yeah.
to say.
Do you want to go into Topaz?
Yeah, might as well.
All
That's the
right. So looking
division.
at
Best
looking at
division in
Topaz.
baseball right now.
Yeah, I would say so. I agree with that. Yeah. I don't even think it's disputable, right?
No, I can't argue that.
And there's been a lot to talk about in the Topaz division. There's probably more to talk about here, even though we're only going to give them 8 minutes than there was to talk about in the preseason podcast. So this just goes to show how wrong we are every season when we do this preseason podcast because this whole division's like really good. It didn't seem like they were going to be competitive at all
Yeah,
based on past performance, right?
yeah. Well, yeah, we're just judging it off that. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, the surprise, obviously, Kingston we knew made the huge moves, right? So they're having a good season. Nothing to be ashamed of in Kingston. They've been dominant, really.
Yeah,
They had a really tough head-to-head series with Huron. I think they got swept, maybe. But outside of that, they've been really good, as expected. But Huron's been really the surprise. Like, I don't think we saw them being this good this quick.
no, I didn't either. But they got some really big signings with Omar.
That's true. They did pick up Omar. He's been
Gonzalez.
pretty good.
Yep,
Yeah. Good.
and yeah, he's just like picking up players, and he just got that trade from San Antonio. That guy that he got from him, what's his name? The left
Kareem
fielder.
Amos.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah,
There he is.
that's a baller move right there. So
Yeah, he just made a big move, and that guy looks like a stud at
yeah.
27. So, you
Yep.
know,
Yeah. 27 years old. I mean, he could be your piece for years to come. And plus, Huron obviously has a ton of young pieces because he's been in the rebuild
yeah, he
since
had the
the league
best.
started.
Yeah, and he had one of the best systems for the longest time. So,
Yep. So Michael's done a good job coming in real quick and turning it around.
yeah,
So it's going to be a dogfight between Jacob and Michael, I think. But we can't discount Virginia or St. Louis. They've both been amazing so far this year. 30 and 22. They've been dominating the Ruby division,
yep.
as we mentioned.
I cannot
Virginia
beat
made
them.
the playoffs last year and was in the conference championship, right? So against Phoenix. So yeah, I mean, Virginia can make a run and be the team to beat in this division, but in St. Louis, I discredit them sometimes, but like again, he's right there on the cusp of a playoff spot.
I can't beat him either.
Yeah, George has been really good in terms of making the best out of the guys that he has on his team.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing that sticks out to me with this division is that Huron and
This is what sticks out to me. It's like, wow, it's amazing.
it is amazing. Yeah, Gonzalez has been great. Let's look at Victor Rivera, now ranked the first shortstop. 24, you're about to be 25.
Yeah,
Good defender, good hitter.
he's humble. Nice to
Yeah,
have.
good personality. 7th overall pick in 2002. And then he's got good, like his bullpen's been really good, right? Um, I mean, it's really his offense. If you're looking at team stat rankings right now, that he's been the best in the Fire Conference, really, in a lot of categories.
Yeah,
He's up there with you in that sense, but his pitching's better than yours.
yeah, yeah. His pitching's better.
Yep.
I think my pitching's underperforming at the moment, but it is what it is. His is doing it. So, but he's got Tom Lemieux doing well for him. Alfredo Cruz.
Those are top ERAs. Look at his bullpen over there. Dan Lowry, the setup guy, is a .53 ERA. His whole bullpen is really good ERA, except for his closer, like 16 saves, but 4.5 ERA, kind of funny.
Yeah, really good.
Starter records though. I mean, I know records don't matter, but 6-1, 4-1, 7-1. It's just crazy.
That means they're just getting the run support. That's all that means.
Yeah.
Tough. Look at that. That's,
let's look at St. Louis. Let's look at Virginia real quick. Like Virginia has been really good.
What about Kingston? We can't forget about Kingston.
Well, we know about Kingston. Kingston is expected to be good. He has Rich Gordon out, so Rich Gordon. Well, he's not out. He's day to day. Excuse me. So he's just a little weakened at the moment. But I mean, I think we expect Kingston to be in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, we expect Kingston to be in the playoffs.
Look how good Oscar Munoz has been, though. We shouldn't skip over him. You're right. Look at Oscar Munoz.
Yeah,
like, he's been so good this year. Yeah.
She's just amazing, Is it Coster? Is this the guy's two-way player, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a look at how he's performing, because this is an interesting test, right?
Yeah, let's head down. Let's see. Pitching really well.
Yeah, he's pitching really well, and he's batting really well. 339 average right now, right? Is that what it is?
That looks like it, yeah.
He's not pitching as bad. He looks like a better hitter to me.
Switch it to his set to first base. Like, let's see. I forget his hitting bars. Yeah, he's been really good so far.
Yeah, he's been outstanding. This is rookie. Oh no, is this his rookie year? Considered? Yeah, I'd call it his rookie year. I think.
Nice. Yeah, so pretty cool to see that two-way experiment working. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he brought in Box, who he said he's been underperforming, which I'd agree with. He's hitting under 300 for what, first time in his career?
Yeah,
well under 300. So you can expect that to hopefully pick up. He is 35. You never know.
He's projected to get a 7 WAR. It's what it says.
Yeah. So he's not really underperforming that bad.
So
just different numbers.
Yeah.
He's got 7 fucking triples. He's 50 games in, so that's crazy.
He's almost halfway
he's on pace for like 21 triples, 22 triples.
Jeez.
Yeah. Like in the change of ballpark, maybe. Who knows? No, yeah, he's got a wicked good team. Let's look at. We only got a minute left, so let's look at like Seattle. St. Louis. George, and
let's take a look at Virginia.
In Virginia, yeah.
Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia's. Andrew's been good again with the offense.
Offense is decent.
Starters have been really solid.
His bullpen, he's weak in the bullpen. You gotta get
it looks that way.
Weak in the bullpen. And it looks like he's got a couple guys, another 3 guys hitting under 200 as well.
Yep. It's early, but I mean, definitely what you want to see.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get back to the playoffs again.
Dave Castillo. Yeah. St. Louis. Wrong team.
Yeah, Danzig continues to be like the rock here, so as long as he stays healthy, doesn't suffer that injury, they were right on the edge of a playoff spot last year, so.
Yeah.
Does Danzig have a no trade clause? Not that I think George would get rid of him. I'm just curious.
No.
Yep.
He has
a
no trade clause.
He does have one, yeah. And Louisville's a game back from them. Mentioned the job that Mac's done.
He swept me right before I went to bed.
It's okay, we're going over the 8 minutes here, but like there's just a lot going on here in this division that we expect.
Yeah,
I've done poorly against all these teams. His
I have
closer's
to.
been lights out, even though his bullpen's been top half of the league. He's got just like a really well-rounded lineup. Look at his he's just hitting like 240 to
He's got the
280 with a bunch
he's
of
got the
guys.
best pitching WAR in the league in our division or our conference. Yeah, very well-rounded team.
Young Hung Park,
Is that
286, hitting third.
is that the
Godzilla, King Kong. I mean, why did I say
I
Godzilla?
think it's a Kong, right?
Mm-hmm. Korean Kong. I don't know why he doesn't have a nickname in game yet.
Huh.
Commissioner should get on that shit.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Yep. But yeah, and even Indy's above 500 in this division. I mean, Nashville's the only team that's really
Like I said,
not doing well, and Nashville has at least a decent farm to start thinking about the future. But
yeah,
I think Indy had mentioned in chat he went from the worst defense last year, and right now he's top defenses. Looks like he's got the best bullpen
yeah,
in
best
the
in
fire.
air, best in zone rating, best in yeah,
Pretty
turn
cool.
that around. His bullpen is first too. He's got a really good bullpen.
Just has a bunch of guys hitting under 200, so needs an offense. If he can find an offense, he's a wicked good team. But so Bob's
Yeah,
done good there too. All right, that was a quick preview. Ice conference, pretty crazy.
or
Again, I think it's
fire conference.
fire conference. Thank you. I think it's completely flipped from what we talked about and expected in the preseason pod, and that's only like four sims in.
Yeah,
So, and I think if we do another preview here later this season, it'll change again. But let's look over to the ice conference now. Yeah.
yeah. Which where are we starting?
Um, let's start in the Sapphire. Let's start up there, right? Yeah, Montreal has been really good, and I like to think this is just kind of funny because when we did the championship podcast with Matt, New York, I was asking him who he was worried about, and he was like trying to give everybody respect. So he was like kind of listing everybody, but he forgot to list Montreal, and I pointed it out. Now Montreal's winning the division, so good on Tim. Good job, Tim. You've done a great job since you took that team over.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be able to relive the old Montreal Philly rivalry. You know, get that going again. So
Maybe, yeah.
I
I mean
see Philly in
Montreal, yeah.
second there.
Philly has had a really great comeback, bounce back kind of year, right? Like
Yeah,
we haven't seen Philly on the spot for a couple seasons, but they made some pretty good signings and brought back Jim Green, and yeah, they're sitting in a good spot.
yeah. He came back. He was like he was contemplating retirement from Philly, and then decided to come back. And I guess coming back was a good choice because he's holding second place in Sapphire. So
Yep. And then Baltimore's kind of just sitting there, 500. They were below 500, so who knows? Maybe they're on the upward swing. Hard to tell what's going to happen with Steve's team. I will say injuries haven't plagued him too badly yet this year. Obviously, Steve Hanna is still a train wreck and has been on and off the DL, but he doesn't have anybody that's like gone for a serious amount of time. Let's hope his good fortune continues.
yeah,
I think the surprise of this division is New York, right? They've been
yeah.
kind of bad.
Fourth place. You know,
They have been,
4 games back in the wild card, fourth place after winning the championship. It's a tough way to start the league. They got a
yeah.
little. They have a little bit of championship hangover.
Yeah, I think he was 10 for 21 at one point. He said he was for sale. I think I mean, he's been 14-6 in May, so he's he's I
He's
think on
struggling.
the bounce back. I'm pretty sure he's going to win the division still. I would put money on him winning the division or at least getting top two.
Top
Um,
two, making the playoffs.
I mean, he's been on fire. I think he's a really good team. He's got his core still.
Yeah.
So Somerville did the opposite in New York, right? Kind of um, started really well. Lost 14 straight games. I think they've lost 15 to 16 now. and just can't right the ship or haven't written the ship yet. So they might be in trouble. JR. I didn't have a lot of faith in Somerville's team this year. I feel like in preseason podcasts, and yeah, I think I had him sixth. You guys had him fourth.
Yeah.
So don't know. We'll have to see if he can turn things around. That's really tough to win or make a playoff when you have such a big slump in the middle of the season.
Yeah. It's tough. I've been on a
Lehigh's
losing
been.
streak.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I've been on the end of that losing streak. I know.
I haven't had an
Streaky.
L14 yet, fortunately, but
Yeah. That's a bad
had some
streak.
love. Yep. I mean, Boston still kind of bad. Hopefully, it's going to turn the corner at some point.
Looks like he's trying to sell though, so he's doing
It
what he
is, yeah,
can.
no, for sure. He's gotten rid of some pieces. It's funny, even with some what I feel like if you look at his payroll, there's like he's got nobody signed outside of Learfield, who he signed to that massive contract. But his team still isn't like terrible. Like it's just like it's not like a tanky type team. It's still just
Yeah.
like a bad team. It's not a gutter team.
Yeah.
And then Lehigh's been like way worse than we expected. Kyle's team. We thought it was going to be bad, but like it's been like epically bad. So
Yeah. Just what's gone wrong has gone wrong at Lehigh. So
yeah, want to open expanded standings?
yeah, let's open them up. A lot of
So yeah, I mean,
Montreal just killing it. Killing it at home. About just above 500 at away.
it's kind of funny to see Atlanta actually punching above their weight now, but we're not looking at that. Sorry, I'm wrong division. Lefties, Philly struggles with lefties a little bit for a winning team, but they've been really good against righties.
Whew.
Philly's really good at home too, and they've struggled on the road. That's not news, but yeah, I don't know. It's nice to see when like you have. I really look at road record. I feel like a team that has a positive road record like is just a strong mental team in terms of like maybe getting and surviving the season. So
No, you're expected to win your home games.
right, yeah. So Tampa's been really good, but they have played what 8 more home games than away games. We're not to the Jade yet. I keep looking at this whole division on this page, but let's click into like Montreal or Philly.
Yeah, Elmer Gonzalez here. Looks like he's killing it.
Yeah, Philly's is
This is a
Montreal's
relief
is
pitcher. Matt Mace.
yeah. Matt Mace has been solid as usual. I mean, Steve Moss might be the best player in the league now. He's wicked good in terms of hitting.
Yeah, look at them bars.
Bars aren't even that impressive,
No, they aren't. But he just
but I mean, he mashes.
does what he needs to
When I say
do.
the best player in the league, I just mean this season. But 24 years old, mashing right now, pace for 10 WAR.
Impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very nice.
What about Philly?
Philly? Philly?
Yeah, Jim Green just being a superstar again. He's low in terms of average.
Hitting low, yeah, definitely.
Who the fuck's Dave Rodriguez?
Dave Rodriguez.
26 years old.
This is Dave Rodriguez.
26-year-old rookie. He's having a really great season so far. It's good for Dan.
He has my old left fielder, Ray Carney.
Yeah, he's playing well as well. well as well.
I love the salary
Nine
you gave
million
him.
90,069.
Ray Carney, you dirty dog. I knew that was you all along.
Yeah, Philly's been good. Yeah, I think New York again beat quick. And we can look at Steve's team real quick too, because again, Steve's always on the edge.
He is in third. Let's still give him his due at
He's
third.
he's had like a solid team and decent players at every position. He mentioned Jason Kohler. I'm getting my works mixed up today, but Jason Kohler has been below average for him this year.
Yeah, well, after
Yeah, when
going
you're
312
when you
and
when you have 10 WAR last year and you're on pace for 1.5, yeah, I can imagine that tip.
yeah,
Wow.
what happened? Cold. Yeah, what happened? He's pranking us. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, not the best prank. Carlos Lozano, great shortstop, right? Is he on the DL?
Oh, yeah, he must be because it's Mario
He's
Meza.
the fourth ranked shortstop
What's his name?
according to the team position. Carlos Lozano. Click his name over. Is he just not starting?
I don't know. Doesn't look it.
Interesting.
Unless he's
Who's the
DHing.
shortstop? Mario Meza. Wonder why Steve is doing that. Maybe he's a better defensive shortstop.
Better average.
Interesting.
I think.
It looks like
I think.
Toronto is playing pretty well, but maybe in a different position. I don't even know what happened here. Oh, well, let's look at
He was injured.
Oh yeah, good call.
That's
Hopefully
why.
he's back in the lineup. Yep. Not Steve's incompetence. That's good. It's just my incompetence of reading the situation. And yeah, so I mean, I don't think we need to look at Lehigh Summer money line. They've
Yeah.
Boston either. They've all been pretty below average, and I don't think much this year.
No. Not.
J division.
Jade. Tampa. Wow.
Yeah.
Tampa's
Wild card team last year. I don't think you or I thought they'd be top of the division.
No. Thought they'd be definitely in the playoff fight. But
Looking at our notes, you had them fourth, and Jacob and I had them finishing third, and they're performing pretty well so far.
Yeah. Killing it. Looks like he's got some solid players pitching out of their minds.
Yeah, first in runs against, first in starters ERA, penny ERA.
First and starters ERA, and second in bullpen.
7-0 Chris Carmody.
6-1 Andres Montoya. Yeah, just killing it. Atlanta being Atlanta, second place.
Yeah, they get off to a slow start, like 11-12 or something like that, and then Jason just got on fire. I don't think he's going anywhere yet.
No.
Seems like he's recovered pretty easily.
Yeah, he's sticking around.
But this is probably the second most competitive division behind Topaz right now, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It's like 5 good teams that could be making a run at the division still, I think.
The tides have finally turned because I think when the league first started, it was the Ruby and the Sapphire that were the two divisions. Now it's the Jade and the Topaz. So
not ready to crown the Topaz yet. They still need to get to a conference or a championship game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we can't crown them yet, but they're well on their way right now.
Meanwhile, the Ice Conference is like, I'm not ready to crown the Fire Conference yet. They still have to win a championship. Yeah, New Orleans has been good again this year. I think we're on New Orleans watch because of the comment by Joe, right? And the personalities on this team. So,
yeah,
but he's played really. Look at the offensive numbers here. Stat ranking, excuse me.
Yeah, wow, first and Runs, second in batting for number
Yeah.
ones all over the board.
I mean, they have like a historically good offense, I feel like.
Yeah, and
And just a terrible pitching staff.
yeah, but terrible pitching staff. But this is what I don't get. They all have like two ERAs as
Yeah,
top three
he's
guys.
got his top 3 guys are wicked good. So when he gets in the postseason, he's still gonna be a threat. His
Yeah,
4 and 5 have really struggled, it looks like, and his bullpen hasn't been good. So he might
no,
be looking for RPs as we hit the deadline, but he's super dangerous.
yes, very dangerous.
I mean, this division definitely. I don't think Tampa has a chance to hang on to 1 or 2. Unfortunately, I think they're a playoff team again. But man, every time I look at those rosters in Atlanta and New Orleans, just like super spooked.
Yeah,
But so far, this is Dick's division, and nobody else can say otherwise.
yeah.
What about Las Vegas?
Las
Zach's
Vegas.
team. He's only a game back in New Orleans. He's been playing
It's how's
really,
he?
really well.
How's he? It's yeah. He's in the playoff race. He's in the wild card run, holding on to the last
I mean,
last seed.
he's right behind New Orleans in offensive categories.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
geez, yeah. The 1 and 2. Look at
yeah,
that. Just look at it.
and he's got better pitching than New Orleans. So at least so far this year,
Yeah.
I don't think he has the same strong 1 through 3. I mean, his guys have been pretty good. Ivan Delgado's been really good, 7 and. Willie Fonseca actually is his 4th pitcher. That's surprising. I feel like that's a really good 4. Yeah, he's a good prospect, 50 to 70.
Yeah. He's a 50 to 60.
Yeah. So he's just got maybe him and Huron. I would like to see like which teams are the youngest, but we have a ton of teams that are really young and really talented in this league.
Yes.
Um, yeah, maybe that's just the way it works out after an inaugural draft like we did, but it's definitely interesting to see. Like there's definitely, like you said, been a shift in power dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
So Las Vegas could definitely be a playoff team this year. Galveston was a playoff team last year and is still in the hunt here in this division as well.
Yeah. They are. They're in the hunt. So.
Jason Gartz, Matt DeAguilar, they've both been really good. Um,
Gart's not really having that great of a season. But.
it's okay. It's okay. He's
Look
35
him.
years old.
But.
You're right. Hitting 197 is not great.
Yeah.
He's a masher.
I want to see a better batting average than that.
I mean, Galveston has a positive record, but maybe the worst offense in the Ice Conference,
Yeah.
and their pitching's been really good. Yeah.
Tiaguilar. He's a free agent, correct?
Yeah, he took him San Diego, I believe, from
Mr. Clutch.
he had like a complete game 1 hitter, I think, to start the season.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Isaiah Alexander, was that guy traded at one point, the closer for this team? Name's familiar. Trade, yeah. Huh. So yeah, and then I think I think again we can look at Denver and Fort Collins real quick. Not there yet. Fort Collins is on the down for sure.
Yeah.
Traded away Bill Bryce. He's got nothing left. Jesse Cutler's got 10 home runs for him. That's nice, but
They fallen from grace. They were the two, you know.
yeah.
They've owned their fate. Denver, I think Denver is was trying to be 500. I think he said, and he's underperforming that right now. But
Yeah, we'll
is
see.
what
He
it
was above
is.
500 early, and then he's dipped hard. Yeah, he's been doing a bunch of IAFA stuff and messing with his minors a lot. So
I think
hopefully that changes for him sometime in the future.
I think that he got handed a team that was run by interesting people. So, uh, you know, I think he's going to get it to the way he wants it, and I think he's going to be dangerous in the future. So,
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Competitive division. Every man's got to prove himself until they do. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, 2 months in. Just thought we'd just run through some teams real quick. Try to keep it short. Try to keep it sweet. Probably didn't focus too much on anybody here, which is a good thing because if we look at this again, it's all going to change. It's all going to change by the time we hit the trade deadline, which looking forward, if everybody remembers, we're now doing like a 4-sim, 5-sim, a 4-sim schedule. So 3 weeks. We're gonna have a Tuesday sim this week, so we're gonna run Sunday morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights, and then we'll get back to a 4-week sim for the last sim of the season. Chris is going to be taking over, I think, the Thursday sim this week, and it
Yeah.
might run a little early. I think we're going to ask for exports to be in by 8:30 for that sim, and then he's also going to be running sims probably the following week while I'm out on vacation. So if things get fucked up, it's his fault. It's
No,
just
don't blame me.
say. And yeah, this was fun. I think we're gonna have some rotating voices on this thing, so it's not just me talking every time or Chris talking. I know Jason and Matt and I think Michael and Jacob have all expressed interest. And if anybody else wants to ever talk and just like kind of do a quick breakdown between sims or like between the Thursday night sim and the Sunday morning sim, you're always welcome to join in on the rotation or put your name in the hat. So just let me know. All right, Chris, any last thoughts, parting thoughts on these teams or, yeah, on the season?
I just want to say to the Topaz division, chill out, quit beating me. Give me a chance. You
Yeah.
know, cut it out. It's not
Yep.
nice. But they're not gonna let up for us. I don't think so.
Nope. I think they've been waiting a long time.
So yes, they have. So yeah, this has been fun. Nice quick one. I didn't fall asleep in this one, I believe. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, fun way to spend a little time on Saturday. So hopefully people enjoyed. Hopefully we have a fun sim tomorrow and keep it going. So all right, Chris, it's been fun.
It's been fun. Let's catch you guys later. Bye.